Good morning. Today is Thursday, December 8th. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC YouTube page. We start with Jason for a check of today's forecast. Jason, starting a little mild.
Oh, it is, Danny. Great to see you, my friends, and happy Thursday, everybody. We got to talk about some foggy conditions out there this morning, so that'll stick around for the first half of our day. But 40s will also stick around for the vast majority of the rest of the afternoon before 30s on tap for the late evening into the overnight. Let's talk about the big picture, what it looks like on satellite and radar. We're just going to start to gain some energy across the vast majority of the region. For Friday afternoon into the evening hours, we got northerly cold air wrapping around this aerial low. That'll likely just float across the area. Maybe even some mixed precipitation, rain, snow mixing on in far north and also east once we get into Friday evening into the overnight hours. That'll bleed into the first half of our Saturday and stick with a lot of cloud cover on our Saturday throughout the day. So we'll stay mild, though. We also set the stage for more energy Saturday night into Monday with this system, and it's going to be light to moderate rain showers across the region as well. Monday into Tuesday, mostly dry. Perhaps even on Tuesday, we get a few sun peaks moving on in. But the big kahuna, I like to call it, arrives by Wednesday leading into Thursday. This will likely carve a major path across the country with some scattered to severe activity there. You can see across Missouri, stretching down south towards Arkansas, even Louisiana and Mississippi. And the northerly tier of it, lots of cold air and lots of very cold moisture wrapping around with it as well. So we're going to be watching this system as it moves on into the region. As far as rainfall accumulations, by the time we get to Friday night into early Saturday, we got at least a quarter inch of rainfall, perhaps even getting up to maybe 3/4 inch of rainfall at most for us. But the first half of the weekend is not going to be as terrible. By the time we get to Sunday, though, a few scattered showers going to be likely in your Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook. A cold frontal boundary keep us pretty cool, though, and chilly. Monday morning into the mid-30s we go, and we stick with a lot of the cloud cover. By Tuesday, high pressure moves back in, clouds with sun peaks, and then ahead of that next system, Danny, we got showers moving back in Wednesday afternoon into the evening, likely bringing with some snow by the end of the week next week.
Okay, thank you so much, Jason. The Lorain County Sheriff's Office is searching for a pair of inmates who escaped from a correctional facility in Elyria. It happened last night around 6:30. We're told Stephen Carpenter and Johnny Brooks Jr. broke a window in the Lorain Medina community-based correctional facility and escaped. The facility is on Murray Ridge Road, so if you see these two, do not try to capture or make contact with them. Call your local police department or the Lorain County Sheriff's Office at 440-244-0373. Of course, all of this information is available on our website, WKYC.com. This is a developing story, and we will continue to keep you updated as information becomes available. And in Akron, new safety measures are being taken into consideration for the school district. A proposal is being put together asking for security updates in the middle and high schools. It would include new metal detectors and updating security cameras. This comes after multiple incidents have put the district's safety into question, including stabbings in the past 2 months and earlier this week when a loaded gun was found in a 7th grader's fanny pack.
It's school. We should be able to come here and learn without having to focus on that stuff.
This week, the district hired 2 more school resource officers from Akron Police and plan to also update and expand preventative programs and services. And in Bedford, a student has been arrested for allegedly making threats against the high school. The threats closed the high school on Monday and shut down the entire district Tuesday and Wednesday. Bedford police arrested the 14-year-old freshman at his home yesterday. The teen admitted to making the threats and using pictures of guns he found on the internet. He said he did it because he wanted more time to work on assignments.
Was probably going to get scholarships to any school he wanted to, is probably not going to be going to college because he's going to be red flagged for felonies. And he's sitting in the detention center as we speak.
The teen now faces charges in juvenile court. The district plans to reopen today. A Lakewood woman made her first appearance in court after being accused of stabbing both of her parents. 34-year-old Emily Deese is charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and 4 counts of felonious assault. Her parents were both seriously injured in the attack and taken to a local hospital. Their conditions are not known at this time. Deese will be back in court next week. And the man accused of vandalizing the field at First Energy Stadium last month has been indicted. Police say 21-year-old Anthony O'Neill drove to the stadium and climbed over a tall fence to get in. He then got into a pickup truck that was already inside the stadium and drove it all over the field. He's charged with vandalism and breaking and entering. Okay, switching gears here because the holiday season is underway, but when it comes to the decorations, are you keeping safety in mind? As you put up your decorations and prepare to climb on the roof to hang those lights, there are some safety tips to keep in mind. Dr. Thomas Waters is an emergency medicine physician for Cleveland Clinic. He says they typically see injuries related to falls with lots of bumps, bruises, and strains, along with cuts and occasionally broken bones.
Anytime you're up high on a ladder, especially in the winter when the weather conditions aren't so great, you're really putting yourself at risk for a significant fall. My recommendation is leave the high gutters and the peaks to the professionals.
Electrical injuries are reported as well, which is why homeowners need to be very, very careful with wiring. Dr. Waters says to be sure to closely examine your extension cords and outlets so they're not overloaded. It's also a good idea to check your Christmas lights for any fraying or broken bulbs. Okay, who's ready to celebrate? Because there will be a big celebration today for Glenville High School's football team. They won their first ever state championship this season. The city of Cleveland will host a championship parade for the Tar Blooders starting at 10 o'clock this morning. It will begin at the high school, then head down St. Clair to Ontario, then Lakeside Avenue, with a final stop at Cleveland Public Hall. There will also be a victory party at 11. Congratulations again to them. Yeah, go ahead for the Ville. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages at WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.